Good Saturday morning, everyone. Welcome to Garden State Weather. Meteorologist Robert Smith on this 19th day of October 2024, 6:15 in the morning. We're looking at the Hotel Saranac cams in Saranac Lake, New York. It's chilly. It's 25 and clear. Very little light traffic on the morning cam here. Dublin, Ireland, it's 11:15 and already at the Dublin pub here. They're drinking up and listening to live music. What a better way to start the day. New Orleans on Bourbon Street. People were here just earlier picking up the trash, and after a night of partying, it's 5:15 this morning and 66 degrees. Reunion Tower in Dallas, Texas, 63, and a beautiful morning coming up for them as well. In the Netherlands, in Amsterdam, it's 12:15 in the afternoon, and this is gorgeous at 57 degrees. Of course, they have a lot of bike racks here, something that's missing in New Jersey. Las Vegas, Nevada, Bellagio Conservatory this morning, 3:16, and there are still people up from, gambling or whatever. 63 degrees. Las Vegas this morning is all quiet, 63 degrees. And the Statue of Liberty is bright and clear, shining bright in the harbor here at 6:16 this morning at 48 degrees. Times Square is kind of quiet too. Clear skies, 48 degrees this morning. And on the Jersey City Hudson River cam, it's a beautiful clear morning and 52 degrees. And how is this for a morning, late morning here in Milford Haven, Wales? Look at this in the harbor here. 55 degrees at 11:15 or 11:17 this morning their time. Thailand looking good too. 88 degrees. This is the guy we showed you or tried to show you earlier here in New Orleans at the Bourbon Street here. It's early in the morning and this guy is either homeless or looking in the trash. Late night stuff. Back here in the Weather Center, we've got severe drought, which is ongoing across northern New England, the mid-Atlantic coast states, and it looks like it's going to continue with the warming trend. Today it's going to be sunny, high of 70, back into the mid-70s tomorrow, 81 on Monday. It's gorgeous. Look at this forecast. There is no rain in sight. Very little. Right now the temperature is 45 and the pollen is high. Wind is out of the west at about 1 mile an hour, humidity 67%, visibility better than 10 miles. Air pressure is very high at 30.54 inches and will continue to be this way over the next week to 10 days. Dew point is at 36 degrees this morning. Relative humidity 67%, very light wind out of the west-southwest. UVI index is 4, air quality is good at 24. Pollen is still high with weed and grass. Visibility better than 10 miles. High pressure is in control. Clear skies overhead right now. 82% of the moon is visible. The next full moon will be on November 15th. The sunrise this morning is at 7:13. Sunset tonight 2 minutes later than or earlier than last night at 6:09 p.m. At 6:15 this morning, air temperatures are around 51 in Parsippany, Harvey Cedars 51 by the shore, Atlantic City 50, Seaside Heights 50, and Vernon Township also at 50. Cool spots in the valleys here in Sussex County at Woolpack 28, Peak West 30, Basking Ridge 30, Sandyston 31, and Vineland 32. At the New Brunswick Meteorology Program in Rutgers University at Cooks College, it is 36 degrees with very little wind. Temperatures before dawn this morning around 34 here in Blairstown. We'll hone in on this. We got a 30-degree reading here in Lafayette, 28 in Woolpack, 32, which is freezing in Sussex, 31 also at Sandyston, and High Point, Wantage actually, is at 41 this morning. Other air temperatures range into the upper 30s to low and mid 50s. It's about 47 right now in Jersey City. 46 at Newark Liberty International Airport. Daily minimum temperatures this morning before dawn, 27 here. That's in Woolpack in the valley here. And other temperature readings for low points this morning, generally running in the upper 30s, low 40s, and low 50s across the region, where the sky is basically clear. And the dew points this hour are so dry. They're in the upper 20s to low and mid 30s. That makes the relative humidity values looking quite good this morning as the air is decoupling. We've had no precipitation in the last 24 hours. None is expected either. Wind speeds are pretty light under the domain of high pressure right now. Soil moisture all the way down to 50 centimeters. This is bone dry. Okay, 5 centimeters. This is nothing. That's why everything's brown. Soil moisture temperatures are basically running in the upper 50s to low 60s across the region. They're getting cooler as you head up towards the 5 centimeter mark here. There's nothing going on the radar. That's all crap. And this is an absolutely clear sky on the geo color and the IR band showing lots of clear skies across the region. Water vapor channel showing lots of dry air as well. Wanted to review the departures from normal here in precipitation. We're down about 5 inches or so since September 1st here in Newark, and also about 3 inches below normal since January 1st. But that's not really the only place. We could take a look at New York City at Central Park. Again, another 5.5 inches down for the year, also down too. So we had a wet spring and early summer, but everything else has turned into drought. As far as watches and warnings go, here we have a frost advisory until 9, from 2 a.m. this morning to 9 a.m. this morning across these regions in New York State and portions of northwestern New Jersey. That's going to dissipate really rapidly. Coastal flood statement, again, remains in effect from noon today to 2 p.m. This afternoon. We have northeasterly winds and near a high tide cycle, so that is what we're expecting. And also on the waters here, all waters here are expecting small craft conditions until 6 a.m. on Sunday, so water is going to be a little choppy. This has been expanded over the last couple of hours. The coastal flood advisory in effect from 8 a.m. this morning until 2 p.m. This afternoon for these locations. Once again, a beautiful day setting up. Temperatures in the low to mid 70s here across the region, but we do have the coastal flood advisories in effect this morning for high tide cycles here from Monmouth County all the way down, especially in Ocean and Atlantic counties here, and in the back bays here in Delaware as well. Beautiful day otherwise. Temperatures in the 70s, abundant sunshine will be in effect. Right now, Florida is only having 4,195 people out. That's considerable because we were in the millions just a couple of days ago when Milton and Helene came in. We had some watches and warnings out here for Washington State, but that has now dropped down considerably. But California, on the other hand, still has about 25,000 and people without power this morning. As one can see as the forecast goes on here, we have high pressure and control over the northern mid-Atlantic all the way down to Texas, portions of the Midwest here. This frontal boundary is going to approach us maybe on Wednesday, late Wednesday, Thursday here, but until then, nothing but dry air. We got rain and snow in the mountains here in the Colorado Rockies, so we're going to be watching that, especially into New Mexico and Arizona proper. But that's going to be confined mainly to there. I mean, high pressure is in control throughout the entire week here. We have a weak frontal boundary and then a weak cold front approaching here on Wednesday and Thursday. That's going to bring the best chances of rain to the north and east of the forecast area, so wouldn't expect much there. And then more high pressure in control across the eastern United States into next weekend. And if you're flying today, there are absolutely no delays at any of the airports across New England through the northern mid-Atlantic region. On the aviational weather deck for today, we have VFR, scattered clouds, north winds, less than 5 knots, locally calm. That's good. VFR continues today with northeast winds at around 5 knots, variable and locally calm thereafter. VFR tonight and Saturday night through Wednesday, VFR, no significant weather. Small craft advisories remain in effect on the coastal waters for winds out of the northeast at 10 to 15 knots, lessening this afternoon and becoming variable. Seas across the Atlantic waters 4 to 6 feet, lessening, and tonight seas will eventually fall below 5 feet after daybreak on Sunday. So elevated seas fair weather is expected. Saturday night tonight through small craft advisory still in effect, 5 to 7 feet. No marine headlines expected on the Delaware Bay. And then Sunday through next Wednesday, no marine headlines expected. Now, while we do not have any expected fire danger here in warnings here, we're still going to have relative humidities drop to better than about 20 to 25%. But with the lighter winds, that should allow less fire danger. But still, given this factor, anything that is brush or tinder could definitely go up. So you do want to be monitoring this, and then dry conditions again continuing through early next week. Persistent and prolonged northerly flow, okay, full moon, and the low off the New England coast. That's going to bring some tidal levels a little bit lower than yesterday. Some minor tidal flooding is possible. Coastal flood advisory remains in effect, especially for South Jersey, for Kent, Sussex counties, and Delaware too. Rest of New Jersey's coast, north of Ocean County, only spotter minor tidal flooding is anticipated, and then things just improve from there on. And the reason is the full moon and this low pressure area here off the mid-Atlantic coast states providing a northeast flow. So that's going to mean that we're going to have some tidal flooding around here early morning with the high tide cycle. In the tropics we go this morning. This disturbance here has about a 30% chance with isolated and scattered showers and thunderstorms over the Dominican Republic. And this is going to be a trough without a closed circulation, some gradual development of this system this weekend when it moves to the west at 10 to 15 miles an hour, passing near Hispaniola, the Turks and Caicos Islands, southeastern Bahamas, and extreme eastern Cuba. By early next week, further development is not expected due to strong upper-level winds. So we'll be monitoring that. And of course, we have Nadine here. And the key messages of this: localized areas of flash flooding possible across southern Mexico, northern Guatemala, and northern Belize. Tropical storm conditions are expected along portions of the coast of Belize and the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico within the warning area through this afternoon. So we're going to be monitoring this. And if we take a look at this, the track here on all the global models suggests that this is not going to affect the United States in any way. Here in Asbury Park, New Jersey, and yes, there are some people walking their dogs. It's cool this morning in Asbury Park, and the waves are coming in a little bit brisk, so you want to be careful out there. Ocean water temperatures, by the way, have fallen off into around 60 degrees. Sandy Hook, for example, is at 57.7, and other air temperatures, water temperatures here are in the upper 50s to lower 60s here. So, silly. Go in the water, do you? New maps from FluStar coming in this morning. Cold and flu is expanding across portions of southern New England, and it's expanding as well across the region. Cough is definitely increasing across the region as well. It's allergies and cold. Strep is definitely increasing across the eastern United States as well. There's nothing new here since yesterday. Fever, yeah, we got some of that too. That's going on. Flu's really not being recorded right yet. COVID, not so much either, but RSV is. Look out. And if you want to see any kind of snow around here, you got to go to Colorado, northern mountains of Arizona, Wyoming, Montana. It's basically where we're going to see the snow. From the Mid-Atlantic River Forecast Center, we have the New Jersey 60-day. Okay, I think this 60-day mean here. We are below some 6-7 inches of precipitation across the area. That's just 60 days. 90 days, not so bad because we had some summer rainfall here, but in southern New Jersey, it's still below. And over the last 30 days, We are below average in just about every county here, and the last 7 days showing the same thing.